Hey folks, it's Jim from the Movie Rewind here to review The Apartment, directed by Billy Wilder. Reteaming with his Some Like It Hot director, Jack Lemmon plays C.C. Baxter, a lonely office worker at a national insurance corporation, part of the premium accounting division on the 19th floor in New York City. Willing to make compromises outside of hard work and long hours, Baxter allows 4 company managers to use his apartment for their various romantic affairs so he can climb up the corporate ladder. With glowing reports, he gets the attention of personnel director Jeff Sheldrick, played by Fred MacMurray, who agrees to give him a promotion provided he can also use Baxter's apartment as well. Baxter agrees, and while scheduling in days for these random people may be frustrating, things are looking up for him with a new office, Christmas coming around the corner, and a girl he wouldn't mind getting to know a little bit more. That girl will be Fran Kubelik, the elevator girl at his office played by Shirley MacLaine. Unfortunately, Baxter soon finds out that Fran is seeing his boss, Mr. Sheldrick.
Miss... Merry Christmas.
Thank you. I thought you were avoiding me.
What gave you that idea?
In the last 6 weeks, you've only been in my elevator once, and you didn't take off your hat.
Well, as a matter of fact, I was rather hurt that night you stood me up.
I don't blame you. It was unforgivable.
I forgive you.
Well, you shouldn't.
You couldn't help yourself. I mean, when you're having a drink with one man, you can't suddenly walk out on him because you're having another date with another man. You did the only decent thing.
I wouldn't be too sure. Just because I wear a uniform, that doesn't make me a Girl Scout.
Miss Kubelik, one doesn't get to be a second administrative assistant around here unless he's a pretty good judge of character. And as far as I'm concerned, you're tops. I mean, decency-wise and otherwise-wise. Cheers. One more.
Oh, I shouldn't drink while I'm driving.
You're so right. By the power vested in me, I herewith declare this elevator out of order. Shall we join the natives?
Why not? They seem friendly enough.
Don't you believe it? After a while, there'll be human sacrifices. White-collar workers tossed into the computing machines and punched full of those little square holes.
How many drinks did you have?
3!
I thought so.
Wait a minute. I think I hear the sound of running water. I'll be right back.
I'll be right here.
Winner Best Picture of The Apartment has aged well. Actually, in many cases, it feels ahead of its time, not only for its lack of ethics within the workplace, but also because of its lack of morality within marriage. This kind of adultery is somewhat revolting, yet honest, in part because many of the characters indulge in it. Apparently, a woman hit actor Fred MacMurray with her purse after the film's release, claiming that he made a dirty, filthy movie. However, that's sort of the point, as most of these men are depicted as cruel and comical, while Lemmon is the perfect, noble, good guy who can play pathetic and self-deprecating like no one else. Funny enough, his next-door neighbor, a doctor, happens to think Baxter is quite the ladies' man in need of growing up unaware of Baxter's working circumstances. Also, the film goes into some darker places when Fran tries to commit suicide on Christmas Eve after another romp in the hay with Sheldrick, who clearly has no intention of leaving his wife. Baxter finds and saves her, keeping the bright but confused woman within his bed until she gets better. The film isn't all gloom, though, not all. The first hour is actually quite funny, and Lemmon and MacLaine have great chemistry, and they're charming enough to warm your heart. Both lonely and used in the promise of a better future, Baxter and Fran learn quite a bit about one another in their short time.
It's just that I'm the kind of guy who can't say no. I don't mean to girls. I mean,
I mean to someone like Mr. Sheldrick.
I guess so.
I know so. He's a taker.
What?
Some people take, some people get took. And they know they're getting took, and there's nothing they can do about it.
I wouldn't say that.
You might see the ending coming a mile away, but it doesn't change the fact that the execution is so good and quaint that you'll be quoting Shut Up and Deal for a long time once you've seen it. That's it from the Movie Rewind. Have a good day, folks. Until next time.